Hello, everybody. My name is Evan. I am an Uber driver for Orlando, Florida, and I would like to give my review as a driver. So, I haven't gone back to Ubering for maybe a year. I only did like one or two trips back in November of 2016. And that's because I wasn't paid and because their system was kind of weird and it wasn't working. Anyway, so let's start with the good, because that's what we all like to hear, right? The good. It's the good of Ubering, being an Uber driver, is you get to, plan your own hours. You can work when you want to. You can take a break when you need to. But yeah, it's a very interesting job because it only took a couple days for me to get approved. They just they need your driver's license. They need you to have a sort of a new car, and I've learned this through one of today's trips, is that probably it would help if you had AC in your car, especially if you're in a place like Florida where it's very humid. It's not mandatory, but it was kind of a funny story earlier in downtown that I was there. And anyway, so the good. Let me just keep going with the good. The good is you get to meet a variety amount of people. I haven't had any crazy or weird stories yet. I've heard of other people having crazy and weird stories, but I've never felt threatened. I've never felt, I don't know, I've never felt endangered. Maybe because I'm kind of buff and no one really wants to mess with me. Anyway, so we will go to the cons now. This is probably what you guys are like, ooh, what are the cons? Like, ooh, what are the cons to this job? One of them is, for example, let's say that I am in Orlando, Florida, and someone has a call. And what troubles me is that, for example, if somebody wants to go to Tampa, which is about an hour and a half to 2 hours, depending on where in Tampa you are, you don't get paid for example, you drive them there, right? But you don't get paid for traveling all the way back to Orlando. So that kind of sucks, I feel. Another thing, like tonight's incident, where I live right behind Disney. So, being behind Disney, they have fireworks, of course, right? And I was over there, and they blocked off the roads. So, instead of going directly, not even maybe, I'd say like a mile down, I wasn't even that far from my destination of picking up somebody. At Disney University, that's where someone needed to get picked up, and I was where the the Contemporary? I was at the Contemporary Hotel, which is right in front of Magic Kingdom, that connects with the monorail. So I had to literally drive all the way up. Took 20 minutes just to get halfway through, and then another 20 minutes just to get to Disney University because they're having you take the 505. I think that's what it is. So you have to go basically all the way around Magic Kingdom, and you don't get paid for that, like 40 minutes of driving, which is really kind of stupid. I think it's just annoying because it's like, you're... And lo and behold, you come to find that the trip's only 8 minutes long. So you're traveling 40 minutes all the way around the wonderful, magical Disney because, and you don't even get to know how long the trip is. So it's this big mystery of, oh, well, I'm using up all this time of 40 minutes. I finally pick up the person. Oh, they're only 8 minutes away from where they need to go. So it's like, okay. It's a little time consuming sometimes. Another thing that I find kind of odd, this isn't a pro or a con, this is very like what, is that when I drove yesterday, I basically went from where I live here behind Disney almost to, what's it called? Lake Mary, which is like about 40 minutes away, going north, almost headed to Daytona Beach. So it's like, they sort of, I don't know, it's not them, but it's just the trip sort of winds. So for example, let's say we start here at Disney, and then we go a little bit north to downtown. Then we go a little bit more north, going a little bit more northeast, and then going a little bit northwest, and then going a little bit more north. You just keep going and going and going. And then you're like Well, what? Now I have to drive 40 minutes all the way back home. So what is that? I don't get that. Um, it's just they need to sort of fix their system where you can, they accommodate for that time. That's wear and tear on your car. That's time you have to sit in your car, to get home or get to where you need to go. Um, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just wanted to give my little review on how I feel about Uber. Let's see here. Another little tiny thing as a con. I wish that they didn't charge like 50 cents for you to transfer your funds into your account right away, because there's many companies out there that already do it for free. I don't know. When you want to do an automatic transaction where you grab your money, your earned money, and you want to send it to your bank account. It's like, why are you charging me 50 cents? Like, are you trying to grab anything else that I have? Like, they take a certain percentage of your your money. So it's like, you need 50 cents. Just imagine 50 cents here, 50 cents there. Every time you want to transfer money into your account, it's like, it's just, I don't know. I'm trying to think of other things. What else? Yeah, I think that's mainly it. I could probably make another video about all of this, but I'm just gonna stick to the incidents. Oh, another thing, the ratings things. I had a 5-star rating yesterday, and I mean, I don't make it a big deal because now it's like I have a 4.92, which is like who rated me like 3 stars? Like 4% of people rate me 3 stars. I guess because I don't know, it could be a personal thing. It could be I just don't rate everybody 5 stars. I literally have been rating everybody 5 stars. Like, I haven't had any issues with anybody. Like, as long as it's not like something crazy where someone has an obnoxious scene with you, where it's like, I don't get it. Like, it was today that it happened. Like, yesterday I had 5 stars, and then today I had 4.92 stars, and I'm just like, what? Like, what did I do? Like, what did I do to upset? Did I upset somebody? Like, was my music offensive? Like, I'm not playing hardcore, and a rap or anything in my car. So it's like, what? What the fuck? I don't do anything that upsets anybody. Here's another thing. Like, when I'm in the car driving, I put on a little bit of tune, maybe a little like electro swing. Put a little bit of modern, a little bit of vintage. I don't know. Maybe people need to open their horizons with music. Sometimes I go a little bit more classic, like I play funk or disco or something. So I try to change it up depending on my mood or depending on whatever they want. Like, if sometimes people are just so bashful and shy. Like they like this guy tonight who was with his wife and kid, and then basically he was like, I could hear his knee like scratching, and I'm like, are you cold? Like, I was like, I could like tell, like I have my senses of knowing when these things occur, but like, are you cold? And he was like, yeah. I was like, you can tell me if you're freezing. Like, you don't need to freeze yourself. Like, if you want to open the window, just open it, or I asked the Uber driver, like, don't feel like you're forced to like freeze your butt in my car. Like, honestly, I wanted them to say something because I was getting cold in my own car. But, I try to make it comfortable for them. I always ask, I say, hey, if you ever feel hot or cold, let me know, I give these gestures. I feel like maybe now that I have a 4.92 rating, I should put candy and water bottles in my car, because that seems to be working for everybody now, right? Getting treats and food and free stuff. I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm a giveaway now. How am I going to make money? I don't know. Oh. But yeah, it amazes me how people like, maybe people are just bitter. Maybe they're just like, oh, well, you have to do something really spectacular to get a 5-star. Like, being rated 5 stars, it's like, I've been rating everyone 5 stars. Why can't I get a 5-star? Like, what? What did I do? Did I upset you? Like, tell me. Like, I can correct it. Like, when I'm in the car, I don't get political with people. I don't, go a certain side where people are upset. You know, I just don't say things that would upset somebody, you know? Because it's just, I'm just there to pick you up and drop you off to your destination. If you can't give me a simple 5 stars for that, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know how to please you. You know? The new rule, at least the thing that I read on, was like, you know, no sexual gesture. So that can't be one of them. Sorry. Although I'm sure some of the people I've picked up probably wanted to, but just didn't say anything. Or maybe they're just too bashful or shy. But like, I know when not to say anything. You know, I know when to not, you know, not to talk, because some people don't want to talk, and I understand. Like, I say, hey, how's your day, you know, and then, oh, it's fine. Oh, okay, so I won't talk to you. I guess maybe you don't want to talk. So like, don't be offended and give me 3 or 1 star just because I'm not talking to you. Like, what? This emotional roller coaster with Uber. Today was a very rough day. Somebody cut me off driving that 40 minutes all the way to Disney University. My rim got scratched up because this puddle hit. Somebody almost cut me off. They went into my lane and then they went out of the lane, and literally I slid and then I scratched the right rim of my car, and I was like, are you serious? Like, I'm taking this time driving 40 minutes and like, what? Like, So yes, this is my review. My frustrated review on this. And I'm sure Uber's not going to do anything about this because there's no button or call. You know, they're not going to take responsibility for it. Why? Because we're independent contractors, right? It's our time to do this work. So yeah, I just thought I would share that because it was driving me nuts, and I had to make a video because I was just so peed-o'd. Because it's like, what? My messed up rim, which I'll probably have to just go somewhere, or maybe have some professional fix it or something. I don't know. It's not that bad, but it's like, it's just, like, it's scratched, and that's not me. I don't like a scratched rim. All the other rims are fine, and that one's scratched. Why? Anyway, so I'm done. I need to take a break, get off Uber, just lay down, calm my tits, and that's it. Okay, guys, have a good night.